Hey everyone, it is Abby. How are you guys doing tonight? Tonight I am recording from another park, Road Trippin with Abby. As you can see, it's roasting outside. I'm inside a gazebo. I took a picture from afar, so I'll plug it in somewhere throughout the video. So I have to watch for that. You can see there's a pond behind me. Yeah, it's one of our cities and metro parks, and they have a farm, like a children's farm, over in another area that's kind of cute. I used to take my kids there when they were little. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can hear those cicadas, but they are loud. Anyway, so tonight I have another tale from Pam and Bruce, and tonight's email started out with, "I am devastated." So what did Bruce do? We'll have to find out. I don't like the sound of this. I should have known a match light up wasn't going to be a good idea. It's a little breezy, despite the heat. Got it. All right, so here we go. Email says, "I am devastated. This afternoon I got a phone call from Bruce's office assistant, Grace. She wanted to meet and talk. I took an Uber after my OR shift ended and met her in a lounge not far from Bruce's office. She waved at me from a quiet corner of the lounge. We ordered drinks, a glass of red wine for me, and a bourbon for Grace. When I first saw Grace in the office, her hair was in a tight bun. Now she had it long and flowing over her shoulder. Grace had let herself go silver gray like many ladies during COVID. So many mature ladies cut their hair short as they get older. It's very nice to see an older lady keep her hair. I was pretty sure she and the office were planning some sort of stag party for Bruce, and she would want more information on Bruce. Was I ever wrong?" She started out by saying how much she liked working with Bruce and that he was such a polite young man. Then she said, "There is just no easy way to say this, Pam. I walked into his office yesterday morning and he was looking out of his office window and masturbating. I was in denial and devastated. At first I said, 'Are you sure?' His pants and underwear were down around his ankles, Pam," she said. He had one hand on himself and a hand on his desk to steady himself. No doubt about it, Pam. And by the way, he has a very nice Prince Albert." I then knew she had seen him. I went in very quietly in case he was making a deal on the phone, and he did not see me. He had headphones on, so he did not hear me. He was expressing himself into a wastebasket that he had on his chair. Copious amounts. Her words, not mine. Little bee, get out of here. I was still in denial. "Are you sure?" Sorry, guys. Little sweat bee won't go away. Go away. Anyway, okay. "Are you sure yesterday, Wednesday morning?" "What time?" I defensively said. 10:15, she said with some authority. I thought that would be the time the little office bitches would have been out having their cigarettes on the smoking patio. I had just that morning looked after Bruce's morning wood before he left for work. He should have been very satisfied for the whole day. I then remembered that we were running late and I did not put Bruce back into his device before we went to work. I will not make that same mistake again, I thought to myself. I did not tell Grace, but Bruce was listening on his headphones to an audio tape of Abby's YouTube videos. Ooh. Sorry, Pam. He likes them. Oh wait, no. Not our Pam and Bruce stories, but Abby trains a husband stories. He likes them. He likes them a lot. We often use them as foreplay. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like a threesome without me being there. Awesome. Anyway, I digress. Bruce's boss is a woman, and she will not tolerate this type of disgusting behavior, Grace said. If she walked in on this, she would have fired him on the spot. Only a few years ago, she walked in on two male traders filleting each other in their office, and she put a stop to that. She did not fire them, but she stopped it. How did she do it? I asked. Pam, she said, she had them go into Chastity, only when at work, of course. She would often go to their offices and have snap inspections. They would have to expose themselves to her to make sure they had the devices on. She would have fired them both, but they are great traders and make a boatload of money. Pam, have you ever heard of male chastity devices? I shook my head and pretended like I had not. Excuse me. Well, she said, it's a very effective way to stop this nasty, rude, and selfish behavior. Please tell me more, I said. Have you ever had to resort to this, what did you call it, chastity thing? Yes, Pam. When my twin boys were dating, as a single mom, I was very concerned they would get some young girl pregnant, like their father did to me. It worked out very well, and when the time was right and I thought they had found the right young lady, I really took the pressure off that many young ladies feel about dating and being pressured to have sex. At what age did you do this to them? Pam, I don't know you that well, but let's just say many mothers would feel what I did was abuse, but they were old enough to get a young lady pregnant. Did it work out? I asked. I am happy to say one son is married, still in his device, and married to a wonderful woman. They have 3 well-behaved preschool children. What about your other son? I asked. He is sterile, Pam, and cannot have children. His wife has taken a lover. She keeps him locked in chastity, but that's a whole other story. Sorry. They have 2 children, both interracial. My point, Pam, is we need to stop this. His boss, Margot, because of the gay incident a few years back, has taken to walking from office to office inspecting. She says it's not, but I know what she's up to. You see, I typed up the non-disclosure agreement between her and the 2 gay men. I just started to cry. I felt so bad. Grace handed me a tissue. I tried to keep him satisfied, I said. Grace took my hand. I know, she said. It must be a challenge, him with such a massive phallus. I remember a few weeks ago when you dropped by during lunch. I saw the dust marks on the knees of your skirt when you left. Oh. This lady sounds like one smart cookie. She's seen it all. Anyway, I know you locked the door, but please let me know the next time you want to do that, and I can stall Margot at the door if she shows up. She has a pass card for all the offices, and she will use it. His boss, Margot, seems nice, but she rules with an iron fist. Well, thank you, Grace. I really appreciate you telling me this, but I don't know how I'm going to get past it. I feel like I've been punched in the gut. Less than 3 months until our wedding. Look, Grace said, it's not like he was having relations with other women. It's just the thing men do. The disgusting thing sometimes 2 or 3 times a day. I did not tell her that Bruce's record was about 5 times, but that was over a 24-hour period. It has to be controlled, Grace said. But it's not like cheating with some peroxide blonde bimbo like my husband did. Grace, thanks for coming to meet me first with this. I promised her that I would deal with this, and he will apologize to her for his bad behavior. She thanked me and then showed me pictures of her 5 beautiful grandchildren. She showed me that she had been the personal assistant to 3 of the company's presidents, but when she turned 55, she no longer wanted to travel the world. So she took a position looking after 4 young junior executives. I said, you must have some interesting stories from those years. Yes, she said. We will need to get together under better circumstances and talk. We exchanged email addresses. I paid the bill. It was the least I could do. I lost my place. We parted. I smoked a cigarette outside the lounge before my Uber showed up. I needed the cigarette to calm my nerves. A woman smoking cannot look sexy with mascara running down her face. I saw my reflection in the Uber driver's mirror. The driver handed me a box of tissues. I guess it's not the first woman he has picked up outside a bar that was crying. I left him a good tip on my phone. Bruce and not plan to come over tonight. Just as well, I feel terrible. I cried myself to sleep. I thought about calling in sick in the morning. Then I thought about what my Aunt Victoria would do. She would not put up with this crap. I had just horrible dreams. Tomorrow, I will put my big girl panties on and I will take time to meet with Nurse Rachel. She will know what to do. I'm not going to lose what I've worked so hard for. Pam. All right. Well, I have to say that I agree with Grace that it's just something men do. I mean, really, it's something women do too. So, yeah. I understand what you were trying to accomplish and achieve with all that you've been doing, and I can understand that it feels like it's a step in backwards. But yeah, I wouldn't be too upset. I think you need to follow in the footsteps of Aunt Victoria here on this one, Pam. Put your big girl panties on and yeah, move forward. And lesson learned, don't forget to put that chastity on, no matter how late you're running. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this story, and we will see you guys real soon. Bye.